Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? Happy Monday. Oh my gosh, you guys. I am struggling so hard today. I am so tired. My husband just got home about a half an hour ago, and he walked through the door, and I was like, babe, what's wrong? He's like, I am so tired. I go, are you gonna go to bed right now? And he goes, no, I'm gonna try to push it through, because he wants to watch Love Island. He's like, I'm gonna try to push it through and watch Love Island and then go to sleep right after Love Island. I said, you say that every night. He goes, I know. He says that every night, and then he stays up because he's watching 3 seasons of Love Island right now. He's watching Love Island US, Love Island UK, and then he's watching an old season, I think, of Love Island UK. And so, like, last night, I went upstairs at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and he was still watching. I said, babe, I thought you said you had to get up at like 6 o'clock. He's like, I do. I go, you've got to go to bed. He goes, I know, but I'm like so into this episode. He was gonna like, I was just gonna finish this episode, and then I'm gonna go to bed. So he is so tired, but he said he's going to try to stay up and watch Love Island at 9 and then go to bed right at 10 o'clock tonight. So we'll see. I also stayed up very, very late last night. But my goal when I get done with this vlog today is that, so it's right now, I don't have, my phone is inside charging because I've been using it all day long, and it's at like, I think, well, when I looked, it was at like 72%, but I start charging it at like 30%. When I get done with this vlog, I'm going to render it, and then when it's uploading, I'm going to go walk tonight to get back into my walking. Last week, I walked a few days, but it was like late at night, and because it was so dark at night and stuff like that, I didn't walk as long as I usually do, because it was so hot, so I was trying to like wait until after I got up from my nap. So this week, I'm trying to get back to my walks. When I looked earlier today, when I got home from my haircut, so I got my haircut today, when I got back from my haircut, it was like 84 degrees outside, but it is so humid. I was talking to my neighbor across the street, and she's like, it is just so humid outside. I said, I know, it's so, so humid. But it's cool enough, I think, that I can walk while it's still light outside, and it won't be super, super hot. So my plan is, when I get done with my vlog tonight, I'm going to render it. I already have up, well, my drama video I just posted. I didn't film that much today. My drama video I just posted, and then I scheduled my Peter Does Stuff video, which is a PO unboxing, to go up at 6. Did I say what time it is? Well, before I came out here, it was like 5:22, 5:23, I think. So I have those two like ready. One's up and the other one's gonna go at 6 while I'm vlogging. And then I'm gonna render my vlog, and then while it's uploading, I am gonna go for my walk. And then when I come back, I'm gonna go to the pool, and then come back and take a shower, put on my comfy pajamas. I may take a nap, I may not take a nap, I don't know. Because tomorrow I do wanna film a lot. Because today my plan was to film on all of my channels, and in all honesty, I just was exhausted. I just was so tired today. Because I pushed it so late watching TV last night, and then I had to get up at 9:30 today to get ready to get an Uber to go to my hair appointment. So I'm going on about 3.5 hours of sleep right now. I laid down, I don't even know what time it was. It was between, I think it was like 5:15 or something like that, but then I couldn't fall asleep for a while. I'm probably actually going on less sleep than that. How I'm still going is beyond me. But tomorrow I want to film more videos, and we have marriage counseling tomorrow. So I have to leave here, which our marriage counseling session is at 5, which means I have to get an Uber here. Oh, I forgot. We usually, because we used to have our marriage counseling sessions at 6, but now they're at 5. Which means I have to leave here in an Uber at 4:15, which means I have to start getting ready at about 3:30. Because the plan for tomorrow night is Alex is having dinner with a girlfriend tomorrow night, his girlfriend from high school. If he's going to either take me home, or he's going to take me to Tanya Jean's after our therapy session. If it's rain, Tanya and I talked last night for a long time. She just does not love to drive in the rain anymore, and so it's like hard for her to see and stuff. If it's raining tomorrow night, which it's supposed to, we're not going to go. If it is raining, then we are going to go. So, or no, if it's not raining, we're going to go to the meeting. If it is raining, or if it looks like it's going to start thunderstorming while we're at the meeting, then we're not going to go. If it's like light rain and stuff like that, she has no problem. She can do that. She just doesn't love to like drive like at night when it's like thunderstorming and stuff like that. So she'll usually drive by the house and be like, I'm going to have like Eric, you know, like drive you home and stuff like that. So anyway, So yeah, that's the plan for tomorrow night. I told her, I said, if we do tomorrow night, we do tomorrow night. If we don't, we don't. So anyway, It just kind of really depends on the weather. I thought today, it looked like it was going to rain earlier, and then it ended up being a really pretty day. I mean, it's kind of cloudy outside, but it actually would have been a nice pool day. I know my neighbor, what is that little bird up there? I know my neighbor took his grandsons to the pool today, because when I came home, she was outside. She was looking for something, like the dog leash or something, and she said that he was up at the pool. She's like, are you on the pool? And I was like, no. And she's like, well, he's up there with the grandkids. And I was like, no, I think I'm going to film some videos. So, but yeah, my plan was to film a bunch of videos today when I got back. Usually when I get back from like going like to my haircut or whatever, I get back early enough. I was back by like 1:30. That by then I've kind of woken up, I've had some coffee, and I'm kind of like ready to go. But I did get a coffee before my hair appointment when I got there. I got there like 10 minutes early, so I got like a coffee. But I really didn't drink that much of it. And when I got home, I still was tired. I mean, honest to God, I could have like laid down and gone back to sleep. And I was like, no, you haven't filmed since Thursday other than your vlog, like film some videos. But I wanted to film on all my channels today, so I didn't. So tomorrow, this week is going to be kind of a crapshoot. I didn't even realize it until I was like making my list this week. So today I have my hair appointment. Tomorrow I have therapy and then possibly a meeting. So I have to start getting, so everything has to be like done, vlog and everything by like 3:30 tomorrow. Yeah, I have a feeling I probably won't be filming a whole lot tomorrow either. And then, well, I'll kind of be able to tell if it looks like it's going to rain. The hard thing is I won't know when I leave, like if I'm going to Tanya's or not, because I'll leave here at 4:15 and we won't be done until like 6. So, I mean, in that time, the weather could change a lot. Anyway, and then Wednesday's Cousin Fun Day. I always say I'm going to get up earlier and do all this kind of stuff, and then I never do. So, Wednesday's Cousin Fun Day, so I'll probably film some videos when I get back with Caroline. I don't have a lot to do this week, and I don't think she does either. And I know she can't go to the pool this week, and it's supposed to rain anyway. So I'll film videos on Wednesday afternoon. Then Thursday, I have therapy on Thursday, because we got last week's was scheduled to this week. So Thursday I have therapy, and then I'll film videos around that. Friday, we have dinner with one of his college friends and her husband. I met her like years ago, and he just had dinner with her not too long ago. And so they were like, let's do a double date. So, so that's Friday night. We're doing dinner. I'll probably film videos on Saturday and maybe Sunday this week, since I can't film a lot during the week. I'll just film around, you know. It is what it is. Anyway, I wish I hadn't been so tired today. Like, it's hard because, like, when I'm tired, to get on video and then be like, hey, you know, it's like, it's hard. So, like, in the moment, I have to be kind of like, you know, whatever. But I've just been really, really tired all day today. So anyway, I mean, it's my own damn fault because I stayed up too late watching Ozark last night. So yeah, so it's been a good day. Like, I'm not like over it or anything. I'm like happy mood, content mood. I'm just tired, you know? And I really, really want to walk because I need to get back into my regular schedule of walking like every other day, every day. I mean, I was walking, like, before I left on vacation, I was doing so good. And then it just was so hot and muggy last week that I wasn't walking unless it was, like, late at night, you know, after I got up from my nap. So, this week, it's supposed to be in the 80s most this week. So, I want to change that. And I know I could walk on my walking pad. It's just, it doesn't excite me. It's not the same. Plus, I want to walk because a couple days ago, I started that, Campers and Criminals series. Actually, Stacy said she's like on the very like last book or something of it. I think she sent me a message about it. And Stacy said that she's on like the very, very last book of the Campers and Criminals Tawny Kappas series or something, but it's like a fall book, so she's like waiting. They're short. They're really short, cozy mysteries. So anyway, I listened to it on the way to when I get in the Uber, I can kind of tell if they're going to like want to talk or not. And neither one of them wanted to talk on the way there or the way back. So I listened to my audiobook there and on the way back. I think I have a half an hour of that left. Half an hour, 45 minutes, something like that. No, I think I have less than 45 minutes. So on my walk tonight, oh shoot, what was the book called? On my walk tonight, I want to finish that. And then I want to start this book. I was going to finish. So Nikki and I, if you don't know, Nikki and I are doing a Christmas read-along of Christmas thrillers. If you want to do it with us, it's the whole month of July. There's just 2 thrillers. It's real easy to do. It's not like anything serious. But it's, I can't think of her last name's Junger. It's Christmas Presents. And then the other one is called You Better Watch Out. But anyway, the video is the last video that I posted before I went on vacation on my BookTube channel. It's called like Big BookTube Announcement or something like that. And it shows the books and it talks about the books. But anyway, for the month of July, we're doing Christmas in July. And so, and I got to remember this because Nikki and I are going to make frozen hot chocolate. And so I got to get the ingredients, of which Nikki told me the recipe that we found, or we found a couple, but the one that she's doing only has 3 ingredients in it, which are real easy. So I got to get the ingredients on Cousin Fun Day this week. And then I'm going to do that video on my Peter Desto channel of like making frozen hot chocolate, which I thought would be real fun. But anyway, if you want to read those books with us, that's the whole month of July. So you have any time during that. But I want to get started on those because I also have the 3 Alex Cross books to read, which the first one is Merry Christmas, Alex Cross. So it's a Christmas book too. Their grandkids are going home. I can hear them leaving over there. But, so anyway, I wanted to read the Christmas ones, but Nikki got this book and she's so excited about it and she loves it and she said it's so scary. So I was like, okay, this will be perfect for my walks. The Watcher, somebody's being watched or something. I read it in my vlog yesterday. I said what it was called. So, anyway, I've got to finish the criminals, the campers and criminals one. I like this one. It's book 8. I don't remember which one it's called. It's called Assailants, Assassins, and Alibis, maybe. Assailants and Alibis is part of it. But it's about, so they go to, so if you don't know the Campers and Criminals Cozy Mystery Series, it's about this woman. Her name's Mae West. Not like, but anyway, I think in the book actually she is named after, well, I think she was named after Mae West, or anyway, her married name is West, and then her ex-husband dies, and he leaves her this campground in Kentucky, which is not far from where she grew up. She was a flight attendant, and that's how she met her husband, who was super rich, but he was like had all these business scandals and stuff. Anyway, so when he dies, he leaves her this campground, like in a divorce settlement or something, I can't remember. But, so she thinks it's going to be like this beautiful lake, and she's going to do, like, it's going to be like beautiful cabins and all this kind of stuff, and it's totally not that at all. This beefy guy is like walking down my street right now. I mean, he looks like he is muscle mania. I'm like, I have never seen this man walk down like, and I'm not real into like the muscly thing at all, but like, that's kind of surprising to me. I haven't really seen, I would like, he's got all these tattoos and stuff. He's like waving to the kids. Anyway, but, it's interesting, like, because when I say that, people be like, how do you know if it's somebody new? I sit on my front porch. I know the people that walk by. Our neighborhood is not that small. It's literally like, it's like an 8. And then the lakes are here, so it's around the lakes. That's literally our neighborhood. And then there's a main street. So it's an 8 like that, and then a main street that goes through it. So there's not that many people that live in the neighborhood. And I would say, in all honesty, probably only a third of the people actively like walk and go outside their condos. There's a lot of older people that live in this neighborhood that don't ever like go outside their condos. So I know most of the people that walk. I know a lot of people that even live outside the condos and walk. But anyway, so that's the whole idea of the Campers and Criminals by Tanya Kappes, Kappes, if you're looking for a new cozy mystery series. Oh, there's Steve. Hi, Steve. Oh my God, I love Steve. It's just me and Steve now, I think. Well, and Shirley, his sister. And he is so happy. He's got his whole little oasis over here. I'll tell you about Steve in a second, because I took all these great pictures of Steve. I need to okay, where is this at? We'll talk about Steve in a second. But anyway, it's always the longest goodbye over there. They're always like, bye, Grandma, bye, Grandpa. They're so funny. Anyway. So, oh, Steve, he's sitting over there, he's eating this nut, and he's watching them. He is like, oh, Steve is over, he's like underneath, oh, he just ran away because the car's backing out. So anyway, so that's how the whole thing is. Okay, so she moves to a small town in Kentucky. I can't remember what the town is called. But anyway, she grew up not far from there. And then she moved to New York and she became a flight attendant. She was like a first-class flight attendant or something like that on the international flights. And she met her husband, and then he cheated on her, and then he died, and he left her this this camp. Oh, there's Stevie's back. And then he left for this campground. Well, she thinks it's going to be like this beautiful land. It's not. And it's like trailers out by this like dirty lake. And so she tries to revamp this whole thing. And then she falls in love with the sheriff. Actually, she falls in love with two people at first. Then she falls in love with the sheriff and all this kind of stuff. But this one that I'm reading is about... There's like this legend. I'm seeing which way they're going. If they're going to come this way, I'm not going to show you. But Steve is right out there in the yard. I put all these peanuts and corn out there, and he is so happy right now. Let me show you. Okay, hold on a second. He's sitting right by his water bowl. He got in the water bowl today. He drank out of the water bowl. Do you guys see him over there? Hold on. There's his water bowl. But do you see him? He's behind it. Right there. There he is. Look at little Steve. Hi, Steve. Let's go over here so I just can't focus it when I hold my hand. Hold it with my hand. Hold on a second. Yeah, if I put it on the table, it'll focus, but if I am holding it, it won't focus. I don't know why. There he is. Can you guys see Steve? See, you can't see, like, right now you can't really see him because of the flowers, but he's holding like a nut in between his, do you see him? He's picking up the peanuts and he's like, maybe I should move the table so you guys can see him a little bit. Wait a second. There you go. Oh, look at him. There he is. Hi, Steve. Hi, Steve. What are you doing, bud? He was in the tree today, and I was waiting for the Uber, and I was standing in the driveway, and I go, hey, Steve. And he looked right over at me, and I got these fantastic pictures. Ah, there's bugs in my face. Isn't he so sweet? So do you see his little water bowl right there? He loves it. He got in it today, and he's been drinking out of it. He's like, yeah, this is my house now, since the ducks don't come anymore. You guys, I literally have not seen a duck in this neighborhood since I have, in days, haven't seen ducks anywhere. Not just in my yard, but like on the lakes. There's no ducks on the lakes. There's no ducks anywhere. It's the weirdest thing. It is literally a cozy mystery. So anyway, so the one that I'm reading right now, the Tawny Kappas book that I'm reading, this has been so long getting to this point. Okay, it's about this treasure hunt they're doing. They're going to look for silver that this old guy left out in the woods somewhere. And so it's like her and 3 of her girlfriends and her stepmother. And they're going to look for this silver in the woods. I really like it. It's a good one. But when I finish that one, I'm going to read. There are so many little like gnats and bugs. And I keep on thinking I need to bring that citronella candle out here. And then I forget to do it. Oh, by the way, somebody asked why I didn't put the bird baths up. So this is the reason why. Every time I get done with the vlog, my plan is to put the bird baths up immediately. But A, I get distracted. And then B, it's like they're easy to put together. You just kind of like screw them, like the sticks together and stuff like that. But it always starts raining right afterwards. And so I'm like, I don't want to bring them out if it's going to rain, which it would collect rain, so it'd be smart. But it's like, I don't want to do it in the rain, like putting them out. It's not fun. I want to do it like, you know what I mean? Like I want to do it on a nice day. So I think tonight, while I'm watching some shows, I'm going to actually put the bird baths together so that they're ready just to put out. So I have more of them than I thought I did. I have like 4 bird baths. I thought, cause remember I was going to put some out back too. So, so anyway, did I just knock the table? So yeah, I'm going to, so I'm going to bring the bird baths out here in the next couple days. But the other thing about the bird baths is they can last in fall and winter too. Because I was talking about that. I learned that from the Margaret Wrinkle book. That actually, the bird baths, like people always take them down in the fall because it's not summer anymore for the bird baths and the pollinators and stuff. But actually birds and animals are really looking for like fresh, clean water in the winter because it's frozen and it's cold and it's like underground. And so it's harder for them to have access to like fresh, clean water. So you should think about that if you're going to get a bird bath. It's why Margaret Wrinkle actually has heated bird baths. She has like 4 of them around her house. I'm going to get one this year. So But anyway, yeah, I'm going to take my walk tonight, and then I want to finish that book, and then I want to start the one that Nikki's reading, because she said it's really, really scary, and it's good. It's about a podcaster. I'm so excited about walking and listening to it. And then I'm going to go to the pool, and then I'm going to come back, take a shower, put my cozy pajamas on. I might take a nap, I might not, and then I'm going to watch TV shows tonight. I wanted to do, today I just did a Peter Desta video, a drama video, and now this. I wanted to do, I gotta finish the last 2 episodes of 1,000 Pound Roomies, so I'll probably watch one tonight and one tomorrow. Yeah, and then tomorrow, get up, film a couple videos. I am gonna have to, like, plan my day out so specifically. I mean, like, if I have to leave here, if I just start getting ready, well, I can probably get ready at 3:45. So if I have to be done filming by, like, 3:30, so I can start getting ready at 3:45, which means I'm gonna have to start my vlog like at 2:30. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start filming any kind of videos that I want to film, because like today I was gonna do like a 20-minute drama video. It ended up being 51 minutes. So because I never know when I start how long it's gonna be. I'm gonna have to start be filming like at 12 tomorrow, which is doable. But so anyway, I'm excited just to relax and watch shows tonight. I'm liking, okay, well, let's talk about last night. So last night when I got done vlogging, remember I was gonna pour down rain? I actually got done, so I got done vlogging and I was rendering the vlog, and I was like, I wanna go to the pool. It was hot, I was burning up. I was like, I wanna go to the pool. I wanna just get in the pool for just 10 minutes and go to the pool. But I could start hearing thunder and stuff. And so I was putting up the vlog, and when I went inside, Alex was like, what are you doing? And he was watching Love Island. And I was like, I'm gonna run to the pool really quick. He never wants to just go for a swim. And I was like, do you wanna go? He's like, no, babe. He was like, you're good. So I was like, I'm just gonna run up there and dip in the pool, just get in the shallow end real quick, and then come back and, throw on my pajamas or whatever. And he's like, okay. So, it was funny because I was going through my Instagram, and Marissa had messaged me, and she always knows a lot about weather and stuff like that. And so she said, you guys are getting ready to get a lot of storms. I think I sent a message or something I can't remember what I said, but something yeah, I'm trying to get I know that I'm trying to get to the pool before they hit. So I got to the pool, and actually I just went in the shallow end, dunked under a couple times, and then I sat on the steps. It was so windy around the pool. Excuse me. Oh, my allergies. Ah! It was so windy around the pool. The trees, so where the pool is, I've taken pictures and shown you guys. There's all of these big huge trees, and it's kind of up against this woods and stuff like that. It's really pretty over there. But the wind was coming, the trees were it was such a God moment. I was just sitting there, I was like, oh my God, this is beautiful. It's just absolutely beautiful. I just sat on the steps for 10 minutes, and then I was like, it's gonna start pouring down rain. So I came back. Sometimes I love just to go to the pool and then come back and put on pajamas, and smell kind of chlorine-y, bleachy. I know some people don't like that. I like that sometimes though. So I came back and I put on pajamas, and Alex and I ended up watching the rest of the Housewife stuff and got caught up. So we watched the last episode of Miami that we had to catch up on. We got caught up on that. He is so funny. He is out there, and he just got this little peanut in his mouth. It's a whole peanut, in the shell. And he's sitting there, and you can see he's just picking it apart. I love watching him so much. He makes me so happy. I put those out there just for you, Steve. You share those with Shirley, though. I haven't seen much of Shirley today. I think he might just be by himself. I think Steve the squirrel might just be by himself. He's so sweet. It was kind of interesting. I was gonna say weird, but it was kind of interesting because a couple people commented about how long his tail is, and then some people were like, "In Indiana, is that what?" I mean, I don't notice that his tail looks any longer. I'm sure that all over squirrels look different, but I don't notice that his tail looks completely different. He's so sweet. Anyway, so then we watched that, and then after it was, then I wanted to watch Big Brother, but I was like, so Nikki and I both were texting last night. Alex and I were watching the show, and I said, does Big Brother start at 8 or 9 tonight? She goes, oh my God, I totally forgot. It was 8:30. So I was like, well, I'm just going to watch it later. And she was like, well, I'm going to watch it later too. So I was like, I'm going to lay down. So Alex went upstairs to go watch the newest Love Island, so like Texas girlfriends and stuff. And I laid down and I slept for points last night. It stormed and I slept so good last night. I had such a good nap. And then when I got up, Nikki and I watched, well, she had already started Big Brother. She was like a half an hour into it when I started it. I'm not, okay, here's just my quick take on Big Brother this season. I'm sure as it gets into like a week or two of it, I miss, to be honest with you, I kind of miss like the old days of Big Brother. Like they always try to do like, so this season they're doing this like mystery thing, like mystery hotel. And then there's like this guy and he's like, somebody's like his assistant. It's just, it's dumb. I just miss like the old days of Big Brother. Like you come in, you build alliances, you try to make it to the, I don't need all this. I don't need all this. It's ridiculousness is what it is, okay? It doesn't add anything to the show. I don't think anybody really cares about it. It's like, who's the assassin? Or I don't care. I don't care who the assassin is. And we know who it is now. And all that she did was she probably got picked 5 minutes before and flipped a switch. It's stupid. And Rachel Riley is like the mystery guest. I'm not a Rachel Riley fan. I'm not. Like, of all, I'm sorry, Rachel. I'm sure you're not watching this video because you're in the Big Brother house right now. But when you get out, I don't mean to hurt your feelings. I didn't like her on Traitors. I didn't like her on Big Brother. She's not like one of my favorite Big Brother people of life. And she's okay. I think she thinks of herself bigger than other people think of herself. I don't, and she's kind of arrogant on the show, honestly. Like, I don't know. So they had this big mystery guest. I actually thought it was going to be Carolyn from Survivor because Sari was on there before. And then Carolyn did Traitors, and I think Carolyn would be fantastic on Big Brother. And I actually think she would be fantastic with this cast. Because it's a younger cast this year. They have like one older guy, and other than that, it's like mostly younger people. They have one woman, I think her name's Ashley or Amy. I really, really like her. She's got like 3 kids. She's got to be older because she's got like a 19 or 20-year-old, but she doesn't look like, she looks young. She looks young. And they're all pretty young. And I think Carolyn would have done really good with like a young cast. Rachel, I mean, I don't know. It's whatever. The thing is, you don't know. Like, the people that play hard, like, you never, like, there's this gay guy on there. I actually like him. He's like a political strategist and stuff like that. He's very smart. But like when Hiram was on there, the other gay guy that was on there a couple years ago, he like got kicked off real quick because he played too hard. I feel like the gay guy's playing way too hard too fast. And I feel like a couple of them are. Oh, there goes Steve up the tree. I like the guy with the mustache, but is screaming down the street. But I don't think that hey, how are you? Hi. Where are you going? Have fun. That's Laura with her friend, that her friend's mom and dad live in the neighborhood, and then her son is going with them too. So, what was I gonna say? So there she runs. So I do not, they forgot something, they're running back. I do not think he made a smart move. The thing is, like, if you think about it, if you were like in the Big Brother house, you don't really know, like, unless you were in there. I mean, it's so much easier watching it than it would be to be in the house. But he didn't really make a very smart move. I know what he was trying to do was to not get like blood on his hands and stuff like that, and like piss off as least amount of people as possible. But I don't think that the move that he made was very smart, in all honesty, as far as who he put up for head of household and stuff like that. So what was I gonna say? I was like, what did she decide? She was like, how was your party? She had a good time at her party. She had a really good time at her party, and she was really, really happy, and she had some friends over there. Anyway, she was really excited. She was like, are we being too loud? I was like, girl, have your party. Nobody cares. Nobody's up. Nobody can hear you. It's fine. Have your party. She had a really good time. So anyway, her birthday is tomorrow. Happy birthday, Laura. So, we were going to maybe go to the pool tomorrow, but it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow. But I don't think he made that great of a move. I'm trying to think of Big Brother. If I had my phone here, I could like tell you like who I like and who I don't like. I don't really not like anybody yet. I'm trying to think of like who I really, really like. Well, the one girl that's like young and she like works in a bridal store, I think she's very smart. I think she's very, very smart. And the other young girl that's like blonde and she's from the South, I really like her. I don't know who I like and who I don't like yet. But anyway, we watched Big Brother. And then after that, I was really thinking about watching like an episode of Grey's Anatomy. The camera stopped. I was thinking about watching an episode of Grey's Anatomy, so I like got like 4 shows that I want to binge watch. I want to binge watch Grey's Anatomy, Ozark, which I'm like now on episode like 5 or 6 of Ozark, of season 1. It's slow. Okay, so here's my take on Ozark so far. Somebody commented, and I'm really thankful they commented this. Maybe they DM'd me, I don't know, but they said it took like, I think she said it took her and her husband, or she just said we or something like that, like half the season to get in, like really get into it. It's really slow, you guys. Like, I'm sitting there watching it, and it's good writing. It's fantastic writing. The acting's fantastic. It's just slow. Like, I'm watching it, and I'm like, I'm kind of surprised people were so blown away with this show. Like, most of the shows that I watch, like, it gets to the end of the episode, I'm like, I cannot wait to watch the next episode. Ozark's not like that. Ozark, you get to the end of an episode, and it's like, damn, like, that was a long episode. Like, it feels like you've been put through it. Like, every episode feels kind of like a mini movie. I don't know. It just is like, it's just a lot. Oh, Steve's back down there eating the nuts. He's like, but I like it. Kind of. I wouldn't say it's like the best show I've ever watched, but I wouldn't say it's the worst show. I mean, it's enough to keep me entertained, but I am thinking this, unless this season really picks up, I'm going to watch the rest of season 1, and then when I get done with that, I'm switching to something else for a while, and then come back to season 2. Unless it gets really good. I mean, I might get to the end of the season and be like, oh, I got to watch the next season now, but right now I'm not feeling that. So last night I was like, well, maybe I'll, like, every week, since I don't have a lot of weekly shows right now, maybe I'll watch, like, an episode of Grey's Anatomy, an episode of, like, Ozark, an episode of Dexter, which I'm kind of thinking about saving until the fall. And then, like, I really want to watch Virgin River, too. Oh, these bugs out here. And I'm like, and then I'll just have those 4 shows going. And I'm not watching Love After Lockup, too. But I was like, I don't know. Like, let's just get through Ozark. I really, to be honest with you, last night, I wanted to watch Ozark, but I wanted to watch, like, just some binge-worthy show that's, like, I mean, I'm kind of surprised that it's called such a binge-worthy show. It's definitely not a show that, like, if it were me just, like, on a weekend and I had nothing to do and I was binge-watching Ozark, I think between every episode I would find, like, a half an hour of, like, laundry that I needed to do with an audiobook. It's you guys, it's a little boring, in all honesty. I mean, maybe it picks up. I don't know. Like, and maybe it's just not my kind of show. It just is. It's real slow. It's real slow. And the other thing is, I don't know what the actress's name is that plays Wendy, his wife. I'm not a fan of her, and I'm not a fan of Jason Bateman. I'm just not. So, what happened to Justine Bateman, his sister? So anyway, I don't know. I'm just not a big... I don't dislike it, and I'll keep on watching it, but it's just not what I thought it was. I mean... Actually, it is kind of what I thought it was going to be. I don't know really how to explain it. So anyway, but I kept on watching it last night because I was like, okay, push it through. I mean, it's one of those shows where you want to kind of find out what's going to happen. It's also a very high tension show. And I don't mean like high anxiety, kind of like... When I'm watching a mystery or a thriller, obviously those are high anxiety shows too, but you're kind of like trying to figure something out. Ozark is one of those shows... I'm like looking at him. I thought he was getting some water. There's been a lot of planes and helicopters over us today. But Ozark's one of those shows where you constantly feel like something bad's gonna happen. And it's like, when's it gonna happen? And you don't know when it's gonna happen. Anyway. So I watched that and I stayed up way, way, way too late last night. And then, but all the candles were lit in the kitchen. It was beautiful last night. So I finally went to bed. And I got up today. Does this pillow look all the way up? So that's that. So yeah, so that was my night last night. I had a great night last night. And had a good day today. I'm just tired today. I'm just really, really tired. You know, the other night when I said I really need to get a good night's sleep, like that one, I got a good night's sleep. But my naps are fantastic. I will just tell you that every time I'm waking up with such severe anxiety. I've actually gotten quite a few messages from people And I really appreciate it that are like, thank you for sharing about your anxiety. I so related to it. Somebody messaged me and said I didn't really know that that's what it was until you started talking about it, and I've had the same thing. I really appreciate it. I do want to say something on the heels of my video from yesterday. I got quite a few messages from people that felt like they needed to send me like proof of who they were and things like that, which I more than appreciate, okay? I knew if I said something in my video that people were gonna like take it and run with it, and they were gonna be like, oh my god, is it me, blah blah blah, whatever. And that was not my intention whatsoever, and I even said that in my video. Like, I'm not, listen, I think we know that there's people out there that their behavior is weird and they act obsessive, okay? And they're always going to be the last ones that are going to tell you that. They just are, okay? When their behavior is obsessive. It just is. Let's just be for real, okay? I'm not talking about if your account is private and you want to, I know I said that yesterday. If your account is private, I can still see, like, you follow people, they follow you, and it'll say, like, Judy, mom, what? All that is, listen, okay? I don't need to see all your personal stuff if you keep it private. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, when you got an account, okay, and it's got a picture of a flower, and there's no personal information, okay, and your name is something weird, and you got no followers, except for maybe one person, and you follow 7 people, and the 7 people you just started following me, and you say, oh, I've been a fan forever, and then it doesn't connect, is what I'm saying, okay? I'm not talking about, listen, you don't need to open up your Instagram to me. Nobody needs to prove that to me. That's nobody's business. Nobody owes that to me, okay? But I also have a right to protect my privacy, and if I want to vet somebody out before I have I'll tell you, I get a lot of DMs where people ask me about the anxiety. Like, if it were somebody that I knew who they were, or I felt comfortable talking to them, then I would have that interchange, and I would say, oh yeah, like, this is like what I found. Like, people ask me very direct questions about sobriety, about this, about that, whatever. I'm not sharing no doctors' names and numbers and all that kind of stuff, but I would share my experience with somebody to help them through it. You know, it's like, who asked me for, like, I mean, people ask me everything from, like, I can't remember who it was, but somebody asked me for book recommendations the other day. Oh, they were talking about the Alex Cross books. The Alex Cross books aren't for everybody. I love DMs like that. You know, people ask me about this. Now, when people ask me real serious stuff, like, people will DM me all the time and ask me, like, what should I do with this, and this about sobriety? I won't. I don't get into, I'm only sharing my experience, strength, and hope. A DM of Instagram is not where you need to be seeking suggestions about. You need to seek out a doctor for that kind of stuff. But nobody needs to prove that to me. If your account, and I'm going to tell you this right now, okay? If your account is, you ain't got nothing personal on there whatsoever, and it's got a picture of a flower or something, or even a person that don't look real or something, I don't know how to explain it to you, okay? Y'all know what a fake account looks like. If you got a fake account and you are DMing me about something personal, I'm not going to respond. That's just what I was saying yesterday. That's all I mean, okay? I'm just not going to respond. And when people want to get real demanding, I'm not going to respond to that either. That was really all I was saying. Nobody needs to prove to me anything like that, okay, other than that. And in all honesty, I mean, at the end of the day, I have a right to have a conversation with whoever I want to or not want to, you know? But I did get quite a few people who are like, I'm watching your vlog and I feel like you're talking about me. And I even said, I know when I say this, people be like, is he talking about me, or Peter's gatekeeping this? I'm not gatekeeping anything. Whenever I have this conversation with other YouTubers, they're like, I don't talk to anybody. I don't respond to any DMs. I don't, whatever. And I always feel bad because people ask me like, well, what was the name of that book in your vlog? I try to send it to them or whatever, but then I can't keep up with it. Anyway, we're not getting into all that today. So today, well, I came out here earlier before I left for my appointment, and, you know, but the times, they are a-changing, okay? I think it's just me and Steve at this point. I really do. Birds come and go. Well, first of all, I ordered a new bird feeder. So, God loves Steve, okay? And let him have all the food he wants, but he has tortured and destroyed that bird feeder by hanging on it, okay? And maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll leave it there for him to play on. But he swings back and forth. I'm afraid he's going to hurt himself looking for food. And there's no food in that bird feeder. I don't fill it anymore. And so but I do put peanuts and food and all kinds of stuff. Now I said there's no birds. There's a little bird over there now. The birds do come. Like today, the green one, when I came out here, there were a lot of birds on it earlier. And then when I came back, it was empty. So I filled it up. there's still birds, but it's not as many birds as there were before. Now the chipmunks, right before I sat down here, this is actually what I meant to say when I started the vlog today. I came out here and this little chipmunk came right on the second hosta and just looked at me. So he's still, I haven't seen him run away, so he's still underneath that little hosta somewhere. But the chipmunks come, the rabbits come late at night, but it's not like 3 or 4 rabbits anymore. It's like 1 rabbit that comes at night. And then just Steve the squirrel. I mean, and I can tell it's him. There's like, he looks different than the other squirrels, so I know it's him. And every day I refresh his water twice a day, and I put this big corn cob out there. I don't think he's even seen it. There's a big corn cob sitting underneath the tree, and I fill all the bird feeders, and he eats from like the ones that he can get into, which is the house that you can sit in. He eats from that one. He eats around the stuff like that. But when I was leaving today, so I got kind of sad when I was sitting out here earlier, you know? I was like, nothing lasts forever. Because before I went on vacation, I mean, literally every day. I mean, on vacation, people are like, I miss Shorty. I miss Shorty. I miss Shorty the duck. I mean, I don't know what happened to Shorty. Somebody put on my vlog the other day, they said, I think it's the HOA. Maybe it is. I don't know. I don't know what's happened to the ducks. There are no ducks in this neighborhood. Not on the lakes. There are no ducks. Watch, wouldn't you love if I said that name? You guys, they were flying in here. I don't know if we're like a stopover place because of the lakes, and then they have like their ducklings here, and like they nest and stuff, and then once they're ducklings, they move on. I don't know. Like maybe ducks will come later in the summer. That's what my one neighbor said, is that they come later again in the summer, like when they're, I guess, flying out of town or something. I don't know. But like, I mean, every day, you guys, it was like duck central in my yard. Remember, there weren't really a lot of squirrels. The raccoons, I saw them one night. That is all I have seen them. The chipmunks I see, the chipmunks are still here, and there's the one rabbit that I see. But I don't, and Steve, but like not even a lot of birds come anymore, you know? Not even a lot of birds come to my tree anymore. So I was sitting out here today, and Steve, squirrel I was gonna call him, and Steve was just like laying out on a branch, just kind of hanging out. And I was just kind of sitting here looking at him, and I said, well, Steve, nothing lasts forever. And he kind of was cute. He kind of like looked over here at me. He can hear me, because, well, so when I walked out, I was standing in the driveway to get my Uber, and he was like in the tree, and he was like perched there. If I remember, I'll put up pictures here because they're so cute. But I said, "What are you doing, Steve?" And he like looked right at me, and I go, "Well, hi, Steve." And he like went in again and looked at me. Like, he knows who I am. He knows when I come out there and feed him and stuff like that, because I can see him. He's like up like 4 branches, because I'll look up there while I'm feeding him, and he's like up there, and he's like watching me in the tree. He's like watching me. It's real cute. People are like, you should see if you can get him closer and stuff like that. He enjoys the tree. I don't need to get him out of the tree. He can be there. I was looking up last night like all kinds of treats and stuff for squirrels, because now that the birds don't come, I might as well, you know, feed Steve the squirrel and be the fattest squirrel in the world and let him have all the treats in the world. But anyway, but I was sitting here, and I said to him, I said, Steve, I said, nothing lasts forever. I got real sad about it, because I was like, before we left on vacation, I was so excited about the birds. You know, had Laura look at my bird feeders. You know, she kept up with it. I was so excited about the ducks coming every day. Shorty the duck, LaDonna, and, you know, Harold, and I won't even remember their names, Howard and all them. But like, and LaJudy, her sister. I mean, now no ducks. I don't think there's been a duck since I've been back. And hardly very many birds. Cardinal every once in a while. But I mean, do you guys remember me showing you the videos? There were birds all the time over here. And now there's hardly any birds. I don't know. I mean, it's just, that's the way the world works, I guess. But it kind of makes me sad a little bit. I think, in a weird way, like, the animals kind of, I swear, if Steve leaves me, we're done. It's abandonment in Central. No. But, I love that sound. I mean, I know the birds are still here. I can hear them and stuff. It's just like they're not coming to eat. I don't know why. I think, like, the birds and getting excited about the birds and the nature and stuff like that and the ducks really, really helped me with the grieving of Boo Radley. and trying kind of the transition of like maybe getting excited about a dog. I'm really, you know, I was talking about this the other day, but like I'm fluctuating between like still struggling so much with Boo being gone and Tucker and Pee Pee, but like this little bird, it's like this, I don't know what it is. It's like blue and black and white, and its eyes are like, kind of looks like a raccoon bird a little bit. It's real cute. Just like pops down and gets something, then it goes back up the tree. I'm almost like, is it a bird or am I looking at something else? But anyway, I'm kind of wavering between like really still grieving Boo and like so ready to get another dog. And this is going to sound so strange because I don't know, like with people, I guess I understand it and all that kind of stuff, but with dogs, I guess maybe it's a little different. I feel like it's almost kind of like a betrayal. Although, like, I think I even said this on here like a while ago, is like, one night I was laying in bed and I kind of almost felt like Boo was like, it's fine, Dad, get another doggy, you know. Okay, the tripod fell. Now there's a car coming down the street. What is this loud car? Oh, it's a big pickup truck. Some kind of asphalt company. It's coming out. Oh, they're probably doing driveways because it's the summer. The tripod fell, and then it fell again, right as I got it set up, and I started, anyway. And so I'm kind of distracted. I don't remember what I was talking about. I was talking about, like, you know, being in between this place of, like, still grieving Boo, this irrational feeling of, it's like a betrayal to Boo to get another dog, which is so silly. I mean, I know it is. I totally know it's irrational. Maybe it's a safety defense mechanism. I don't know. I'll talk to my therapist about it this week. And then also really feeling like I'm ready to get a dog. You know, and Alex is always so supportive. He's like, babe, have 20 dogs. You do whatever you want to do. I'll love them. I'll help. Get what you want. You know, in all honesty, when Boo passed away, I knew I wasn't ready right away. It's weird when I look at, like, you know, Boo passed the end of October. So we're what? August, September, three and a half months away from being a year. I knew like I wasn't ready right away, you know? I knew that. And talked a lot about that on here. And then I was really like in my head, like I wanted to make it through this trip or that trip. But if the right dog had come up, that wouldn't have stopped, right? But then it was kind of like, am I getting too picky? You know, like, do I feel like it's going to be, I don't know. We just had such unique relationships, and I know everybody does with their dogs. I get that, right? But like, my relationship with Boo, Alex's relationship with Boo, our relationship with Tucker and Pee Pee, like, each one of those dogs had such specific personalities. And I always talked about how Boo was his own person and stuff, you know? Like, I'm, like, so worried about, like, well, what if I get a dog and I don't really, like, have that same relationship or have that kind of connection with it? Or, you know, I don't know. Like, to have 3 dogs in the last, you know, and it was the end of an era. I mean, that was, like, the entire time Alex and I have been together. To, like, I don't know. It's just, I'm to get another dog, and like I think I'm a little worried about. I'm not worried about the training and all that kind of stuff, you know. And in all honesty, the last couple dogs that people have sent to me have all been between like 1 and 3. They haven't been puppies. I mean, I would get a puppy. I would get something probably up to 3 or 4 years old, whatever. I'm not ready for a senior rescue thing. But you know, I was thinking about this the other day, and I was like, I mean, we're coming up on a year. Like, did I think that I would have a dog at 2 months? No, I didn't. In all honesty, like, if the right dog had come along and it, like, really needed a home and I felt like I'm in love with this dog, I would have adopted it. I would have rescued it. But I wasn't ready, and that didn't happen. The right dog didn't come along. But now it's almost kind of been so long in all honesty, as much as I miss having a dog here and all that kind of stuff, it's still so quiet inside the house. Going to sleep is really, really hard without a dog in the bed and stuff like that. Being around all day long is hard. I mean, it's still, all that's still hard, but I'm almost kind of getting used to it. And I'm kind of worried that I'm getting used to it to a point where I won't get another dog, is my fear. Unless that dog is so like that dog, I was meant to be with that dog. Like that's, I'm almost feeling like that. I don't really know how to explain that feeling, you know? And I think also because like Caroline and I mean even Alex and Tanya have been like, you need to get a dog. Like you need to get a dog. Like it'll be good for you and you know, at home with you and stuff like that. And then people send me rescues all the time. I mean, all over the country people send me rescues from, not just in Indiana. And I look and it's just like, I don't ever, and I don't know what it is, in all honesty. I mean, there's been a few that I've kind of felt like that towards, but not, I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it. But I'm kind of starting to get a little scared that maybe that unless like the dog that feels like I'm supposed to be with this dog comes along, that I'm just gonna, I don't know, people send me dogs all the time, and they'll be like, Peter, I saw this dog and I totally thought of you. I mean, online, obviously, but I'm talking about in my personal life, like friends of mine, family of ours, and stuff like that. And I'll just be like, yeah, it's a cute dog, you know? And then I'll kind of like, you know, and like I've had a couple people that like work with rescues and work with, you know, stuff like that. And they'll be like, are you interested? Because this dog is going to go, like in 24 hours, you're going to have it adopted out if you're not interested. And I'm like, no, not really. I don't know. I don't know. Now watch, I'll say this and like, Caroline will send me a dog tomorrow and we'll pick it up on Wednesday. I mean, I have no plan of that. This is not, I swear to you, this is not a hint, okay? I mean, there's a part of me that would love that. But there's a part of me that's like really scared of that too, you know? I think like Alex has so struggled with the emotionality of losing a dog and like, is it worth like getting another dog and going through all that again with it? And I totally understand his stance on that. I get it. A lot of people have that. It was kind of that was kind of a hard understanding for me at first, but I get it now. But now I'm almost kind of a little bit seeing that, if that makes sense. Like, Boo, and I think the finality, I mean, when Boo is alive, okay, like, listen, I don't live in a magical world. I understand that Boo didn't talk, okay? I understand dogs don't talk, and they understand some words and all that kind of stuff. And we don't know what dogs know, but you know what I mean. It wasn't like I was having a conversation with them. But, like, when we would talk to Boo, we would talk about Pee-Pee and Tucker, you know? We would say, like, oh, like, your brother Tucker loved that stuffed animal or whatever, you know? And we, like, when Boo is alive, the stories of Tucker and Pee-Pee were alive, too. Now that they're all three gone, anytime we bring them up, it's heart-wrenching, you know? And so with Boo, it was just the end of a whole era. And I'm almost kind of getting to the point where it's like, is it too emotional? Like, do I want to go through that again? The battery just went to the halfway mark. I honestly can't see myself. Like, I can't even say it. Like, I can't see myself not ever having a dog again. It's just weird to think, you know, like, that several years ago we had 3, and there's none here anymore at all. You know, it's weird. It's just really, really strange. And I think it's also kind of a strange concept to be like, I mean, when we had Pee-Pee and we brought Boo and Tucker in, like, we already had Pee-Pee and then brought Boo and Tucker in, you know? But to like just be Alex and I, and then bring this completely new little creature into our home that's going to be part of our family, there's an excitement that comes along with that. But then it's also kind of like, well, how does that work? Like, you know, and like, how does that, I mean, each of our dogs' personalities, like, changed the home, changed our relationship. You know, I mean, you know, dogs and cats and anything, right? Then the other day, the weirdest thing happened to me. Okay, so y'all are going to, this is going to blow you away. This is going to blow you away, okay? Because every once in a while, people will send me, like, rescue cats. Where were we? Where were we? And there was the cutest little cat there. God, where were we? Maybe it was in Mexico. And Alex is like deathly allergic to cats. And Alex said, if I wasn't that allergic to cats, I think maybe I would think about getting a kitten. And I always thought like Boo would be great with like a cat. Like I just thought Boo and a cat would get along really, really well. I don't know why. And I started thinking like, well, maybe down the road we could get a dog and a cat together. I don't love cats. I mean, people think I hate cats. It's all kind of a joke. But I'm allergic to cats too. But I'm more kind of like, if I'm at somebody's house, like if there's cat dander and stuff on the couch, like yeah, I'm sneezing like crazy. But it's weird. Like my allergies are weird with cats. Like if I see it, all of a sudden I start sneezing. Alex's brother Fufu, like, well, his mom had the cats later, but their cats were like big, these big, like hairy cats. There's like, they walk, I mean, Alex literally, he had to take allergy medicine before we even walked up on the front porch because he would be sneezing for days. Like Jason and Melissa's house, he always has to take allergy medicine before we go over there because like his allergies are so bad. I mean, Alex, like, if there's cats in the house, like, he is like, he has to have allergy medicine. Like, that's how bad it is. So I was kind of surprised he said that, but I thought, wouldn't that be strange if we ended up being like cat people? I wouldn't just be a cat person. I would have a cat and a dog. But a lot of these rescues that you'll see when they send you stuff, they'll say like the dog is good with cats and dogs. So that's what kind of got me thinking a little bit. I don't know. But I was looking at Steve today and I was like, Steve, you know, nothing lasts forever. Duckland did not last forever. And it's just you and I now. It is just Steve and I. I think Shirley has flown the coop, literally. I think it's just Steve and I. I think he has had enough peanuts for the day. I think his nest, I don't know where he nests. Do squirrels nest? I looked that up one time. I think they like burrow or something like that. But he must have something, he must sleep up there on a limb or something. I don't know what he does. But anyway, because whenever I look up when I'm filling it, he's always like, it's 4 limbs up. I should go over there and show you, but I'm too tired right now to do it. I'll do a whole video about that if I can figure out where he stays. But it's literally like 4 limbs up. It's like probably 5 feet in the tree. I mean, I can't see it right now because there's so many leaves, but he's always right there. It's like where these like 3 branches, that might be where he sleeps or something. I mean, do squirrels sleep in trees? I don't know. I thought they slept on the ground for some reason, or like in like knot holes. That tree doesn't have any knot holes. I think he eats and he naps a lot and stuff like that. See, now watch, I'll say this, and then tomorrow the ducks will be back and the birds will be back and stuff. Nothing lasts forever. Oh, God. For me to get attached to some ducks and some birds and stuff. They are rather sweet, though. At least I have Steve. I'm happy about that. And Steve has not 1 birdhouse. He has 4 birdhouses. Well, he can't mess in the Finch birdhouse or the other green one. But the other 2 he goes back and forth to. And then he's got food all around the floor or on the ground. And then he's got his little whirlpool drinking water fountain there as well. So, all right, well, I'm going to get off here now, and I am going to, there's kind of a little bit of a breeze right now, so I'm going to go get this rendered, and then I'm going to go on my walk so I can get a little bit of the breeze while it's going, and then I'm going to go up to the pool. So I hope you guys are having a magically amazing, oh my God, it's Monday, a magically amazing Monday, and if nobody else has told you today, I love you guys, and of course, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Love ya.